What's up, guys? Andy Drifter here. Thank you for tuning in. Today is going to be part 9 of some of my favorite autographs. This is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles edition. For those of you that watch my channel, you already know that I am a diehard Eagles fan. Whether good or bad, I'm going to bleed green. And over the years, I have accumulated a lot, and I mean a lot, of Eagles autographs. So I'm going to share some of them with you today. Check it out. First up is a signed autobiography of Believe It. The story of Nick Foles, the only quarterback ever to take the Eagles to the promised land. He had 2 tenures with Philly. He was originally drafted in 2012. He played 3 seasons, got himself into a Pro Bowl in 2013. Bounced around to 2 other teams, contemplated retiring, but then decided to stay in the game, and he was called back to Philly in 2017 to back up Carson Wentz. Wentz was having an amazing season in 2017-18, and then he went down in Week 14, and Nick Foles took over the reins. We made the playoffs. We were the underdogs, and that theme would carry on throughout the playoffs. Nobody gave Philly a chance with Nick Foles calling the shots. But we had an amazing run, and we beat Tom Brady and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. It was an amazing time to be an Eagles fan. Shortly thereafter, he did do at least 1, if not 2, autograph appearances, and him and his people were commanding a rate of $200 an item. Now look, I love Nick Foles as much as any other Eagles fan, but he is at best an average quarterback, and that's been proven since he's left Philly. But I also understand that you got to capitalize off the moment. I'm all about people getting their money. But I wasn't about to pay $200 for Nick Foles' autograph. Shortly thereafter, a better opportunity came. Him and his people arranged to have this book written, and he went on a book tour. And this was much more reasonable. You buy the book, I think it was $25, and you get an autograph for free. He's got a great looking signature, as you can see. Now, Nick Foles, when he was with the Eagles, he had a record. This is the second time around now. His record was 10-3. Since leaving the Eagles, he went to Jacksonville. They went to the Bears, and now he is the backup for the Colts. As far as backups in the league go, he is a top 10 quarterback. But as far as starters, he is average to below average at best. But he will always be revered in Philly. I hope he gets another chance to start again. I don't see that happening unless Matty Ice goes down in Indy. But there you have it, a signed copy of the autobiography of Nick Foles, Believe It. Fly, Eagles, fly. Next up is a signed 11x14 by recently retired safety Malcolm Jenkins. 2-time Super Bowl champ. He was a first-round draft pick, 14th overall out of Ohio State University. The Saints snatched him up. They put him to work, and he got that Super Bowl over the Colts in Super Bowl 44 in his rookie year. He played 5 years with New Orleans before coming to Philly. He played 6 years with the Birds. Got himself 3 Pro Bowl nominations and his second Super Bowl. He is the only player in NFL history to play on playoff winning teams that beat both Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. Very impressive. After his time was up with Philly, he went back to New Orleans to play 2 more years. In March, he decided to call it quits. He had a very impressive career, and one day he will be a lock for the Eagles Hall of Fame. But as far as going into Canton, I believe he falls short. He is in the Hall of Very Good. He's very active in social justice reform. He's got his own foundation, which contributes to a lot of great causes. Great player, great guy. Yes, he had 2 tenures with the Saints, but in my eyes, he will always be considered as an Eagle. Former Eagles safety and Super Bowl winning champ, Malcolm Jenkins, and you probably can't see it all too well, but on the lower right-hand corner, it is authenticated by Dynasty Sports. They are a Philadelphia area-based memorabilia store. I got this in person. I believe it was in 2017. But there you go. You're now looking at a signed 8x10 by former Eagles wide receiver and special teams Vince Popeli. I'm sure many of you have seen the film Invincible, starring Mark Wahlberg and Elizabeth Banks. It was a Disney film that came out in 2006. It was the real-life portrayal of Popeli's journey into the NFL. It's a great story. It's a great film. Something you can watch with the entire family. I'll give you the truncated version of it. He was working as a bartender. One event led to another. He attended an open tryout for the Eagles. And he made quite an impression on the coaches and the head coach, Dick Vermeil. Vermeil took a chance on him and signed him. And Popeli was an Eagle. Now, he struggled at first. And Philly fans, they are brutal, they are impatient, they are demanding. But Popeli settled into his own, and he stayed with the Eagles for 3 seasons. Now, had it not been for that movie, and I hate to say something like this, but I don't really think anybody would know who Vince Popeli is outside of Philly. He caught 1 pass for 15 yards for his whole career. But his story is a great one. It's an inspiring one. After his time was up with the Eagles, he joined the World Football League. He played for the Philadelphia Bell for 2 seasons. He does quite a few autograph signings. I've probably seen him 8 to 10 times over the past 5 years. I got a chance to meet him in 2017. That's where I got this. He's one of the nicest guys you want to meet. He really takes time to engage with the fans and embrace them. He's a big guy, too. He's, I'd say, 6'1", 6'2". Wahlberg is, I don't know, 5'7", 5'8", maybe. But we all know Hollywood, they use certain tricks to make you appear bigger or taller than what you really are. But Wahlberg did a great job portraying Popeli. But there you have it. Homegrown, Philadelphia's own Vince Popeli. And on the lower right-hand corner, you can see it is certified by JSA. Hello, you play to win the game. Famous words spoken by former head coach of the Jets and former Eagles DB Herm Edwards. You are looking at a wooden placard signed by the current head coach of Arizona State football. Herm Edwards spent 9 of his 10 years as a player in Philly. Years later, he went on to become a head coach for the Jets and the Chiefs, where he sported a career 54-74 record. After that, he became an ESPN analyst for about 8-9 years. He was great at that. But coaching was still in his heart. It was still in his blood. And in 2018, he became the head coach of Arizona State football. And that is what he's doing right now. I got this autograph in 2017 at the Philly show. It is an autograph signing event featuring former Phillies and Eagles and Flyers. And it happens twice a year in Valley Forge, which is situated just outside of Philly. As far as I have seen, Herm Edwards doesn't really do a whole lot of autograph signings. So when I saw his name pop up, I couldn't pass up that opportunity. At that time, he was an analyst for ESPN. I got a chance to tell him how much I enjoy his commentary. And I got a photo with him as well. So there you have it, a wooden Eagles placard signed by Herm Edwards. And it is authenticated by CAS. As always, I save the best for last. You are looking at a signed 8x10 of our current quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Signed in the white deco paint pen. This is going to be his third year in the NFL. Last year was his first full season. He did miss 2 games due to an injury, but he did go 8-7. He threw for 16 touchdowns versus 9 interceptions. But man, did he make it happen with his feet. 784 yards on the ground, and he rushed for 10 touchdowns. Look, I know he's got his fair share of detractors. He's got his flaws. He's not always quick to recognize the open receiver, and that was a knock on him coming out of college. But I think he's going to make a huge improvement this year. I saw a recent photo of him. He's put on some weight. Perhaps he plans on running more. I hope that's not the case. The Eagles just got A.J. Brown, so that is a new weapon that he can use, along with Miles Sanders, tight end Dallas Goedert, who's going to have a big year, Devontae Smith, and Kenneth Gainwell. The NFC East is really a 2-team race. It's going to be the Cowboys and Eagles. The Commanders, they got Carson Wentz. I know he's got something to prove after last year. I just don't know about him. It's going to be interesting when Washington plays Philly. I don't know what week that is. I did see the schedule, but I forget. The Giants, they still have Daniel Jones, and although they had a decent draft, I don't expect much out of them. But there you go. This is an autographed 8x10 by our fearless leader, Jalen Hurts. And as you can see, it's got its stamp of approval by JSA.
So I hope you enjoyed watching that video, even if some of you are Dallas fans. Only 79 more days till the NFL season kicks off, so I'm pretty excited about that. Mandatory minicamps are going on right now. So I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch part 9 of this ongoing series. If you haven't already, hit like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you again in part 10. Take care. This is Andy Drifter, and thank you for watching.